So I learned from my friend that coconut water can be used as an emergency blood transfusion. And of course my first thought was, so, can a vampire drink coconut water? And of course we had this idea of these tropical vampires being horrified when these old world vampires come and are still drinking blood like some sort of monster. Guys, oh my god. Vegan vampires. Till in 1774, Frederick the Great ordered Prussians to grow potatoes as protection against famine, but the populace were disgusted by them and refused. The king then planted royal potato field, but allowed peasants to steal from it, which remarketed the potato into a major food crop. 60 chess. What level of reverse psychology are you on? He didn't just allow the peasants to steal from it, he deliberately hired guards to protect the field, making it seem valuable, and ordered them to be lax in their patrols, so the valuable crop seemed like easy pickings, and even ordered them to accept all bribes, and let the peasants go, should the guards accidentally catch someone in the act of stealing the potatoes. He went out of his way to make the damn things seem like the most valuable, but easiest thing to get hold of in the world. What a king. Literally, I'm still sitting there at king. Start planting these easy crops to avoid literal starvation. Citizens. No, they're yucky. I've been a potato thief ever since me dad never came back from Thalemon crusades. 5,000-year-old prosthetic eye made from a mixture of natural tar and animal fat. This incredible object was found near the city of Zabul in Iran. The world's earliest prosthetic eye, which was once painted gold, was worn by an ancient priestess who stood 6 foot tall. And when a 6 foot tall Persian priestess with a fucking gold eye speaks, you know you damn well listen to what she has to say. Chewbacca has been around since Anakin turned to the dark side. Chewbacca has literally witnessed the whole Skywalker family fucking up the galaxy. When Ben was born, Chewbacca was probably just like, can't wait to see how this one F up. No wonder he's always screaming. My grandpa was in a gang called the Pretty Boys, and they had leather jackets with Pretty Boys studded on the back. They didn't even do anything, they just stood around and looked pretty. My only sure goal in life is to keep this legacy alive. This is literally Queen. One time I forced my mom to play Pokemon for at least half an hour, and all she did was catch a Butterfree and name it Low Fat. Ship of Theseus trolley problem. If you do not pull the lever, one person will be crushed to death instantly. If you do pull the lever, the trolley will divert onto a 1,000-mile stretch of track with one person tied down at the end of it. If as the trolley rolls down this 1,000-mile track, a crew systematically switches out every piece of the original trolley with a replacement part. Did the trolley which you diverted kill the man? This is the funniest thing I have ever seen. Barbie in the newest movie looks like if Elsa from Frozen was in Mass Effect. Don't ask me why I know this. I thought this was a Constable Frozen edit. Apparently, the plot for this movie is that all the stars are dying, and Barbie needs to find a way to stop the universe succumbing to a cold dark end, which is honestly more terrifying than a lot of actual sci-fi. Barbie and the heat death of the universe. Ah, the crescent moon. The tasteful side boob of the lunar cycle. SpongeBob narrator voice. I refuse to let you hide that in the tags. I love this. Somebody could literally make the funniest joke in the universe, expertly crafted and handmade like a fine artisan cheese, but it'll never make me laugh as much as that one fucking comic, where Goofy steals a hat from himself in a different panel, and defies all logic and starts crying. Like a hat. Good evening. Does anyone remember that one Disney Channel movie where a family wins an entire house that's artificially intelligent, like Siri, but as the movie progresses the house becomes more and more strict and obsessive, and eventually it holds the family hostage? Nope. How was your day today? Very good. It was raining, and there was a nice slug on the pavement. Wow. Right on the pavement? Right on the pavement. It was called Smart House. Why can't guys ever look at me like this? Because just like Rapunzel, you aren't looking at them when they do. You, my friend, have just opened my eyes. Dear everyone who thinks no one notices them. Guys, this is off topic, and I don't want to be that person, but memes at the beginning of the decade. Memes at the end of the decade. Why did God create atheists? There is a famous story told in Chassidic literature that addresses this very question. The master teaches a student that God created everything in the world to be appreciated, since everything is here to teach us a lesson. One clever student asks, what lesson can we learn from atheists? Why did God create them? The master responds, God created atheists to teach us the most important lesson of them all, the lesson of true compassion. You see, when an atheist performs an act of charity, visits someone who is sick, helps someone in need, and cares for the world, he is not doing so because of some religious teaching. He does not believe that God commanded him to perform this act. In fact, he does not believe in God at all, so his acts are based on an inner sense of morality. And look at the kindness he can bestow upon others simply because he feels it to be right. This means, the master continued, that when someone reaches out to you for help, you should never say I pray that God will help you. Instead, for the moment, you should become an atheist, imagine that there is no God who can help, and say I will help you. Eat a source. Tales of Hasidim Volume 2 by Mayer. I started reading this and was worried it would be something attacking atheists or bashing religion, but this makes me really happy. Imagine that there is no God who can help and say I will help you. Holy sh. Yes. This. Internet friends are kinda like illegally downloaded friends. You don't get the physical copy, but you still get all the great content. I'd illegally download you all. Anubis, standing before me after I have died. Mortal, your heart is balanced with a feather. You are on the precipice of both heaven and hell. Do you have anything to say? Me. Yeah. Were you like the first furry? Anubis. Hell it is. Robber. Hey, give me all your money. Me. How about I instead buy that gun off of you for all my money? Robber. Okay. Robber. Oh now you're gonna rob all your money back. Me. No, I'm not a PP who robs people. Robber. That hurt way more than any bullet would. Palpatine. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Anakin. Oh, yeah. Palpatine. Really? Well then, you would know that. Anakin. I can't even think of a more sucker's excuse for a Sith Lord. Palpatine. Anakin. And his apprentice? What an ass clone. Palpatine. Please, stop changing the Google logo so much. I like the original one. Mom, I don't change the logo. Google changes it. On my computer. You don't run the Google? If I did, I wouldn't be driving a 2004 Ford. I do not control the Google. Imagine one day Spidey is held up by the New York City Police Department, and he's expecting the same old bullshit of this stupid Spider Menace vigilante blah 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 like the cops in Queens always say to him, but instead he's met with a 30-year-old Brooklyn cop who is less concerned with Peter being a vigilante and is more concerned with Peter's powers. He won't stop asking Peter about his spider powers. How they work, how he got them, how he would rate them on a scale of cool to toit. And finally Peter gets a word in edgewise and is like not that this isn't refreshing compared to the way the police usually treat me, but what kind of cop are you again? And the cop is like I'm actually a detective Jake Peralta from the 99th precinct. Anyways, can you summon an army of spiders, or is that just a rumor? Oh my god, can you talk to them? Can you ask the spiders if they like Die Hard? This is a fic I wasn't aware I needed. As soon as I read Toit, I said Jake Peralta froze and felt my soul leave my body. Thank you for this. Another idea. I just imagine Amy tracking Spidey down with evil villain level accuracy because she wants to get his autograph for Jake for his birthday.